Hey guys, Hobbs here. Fishing in Ogrimmar. Got a little fishing diplomat achievement. Last video, which was just like 2 days ago in SM, I mentioned I'd talk a little bit about fishing. The reason why I'm leveling it is because, when somebody says who can make a fish feast, and you don't have somebody, you might as well be the one to have it. So this was before 3.2. I put it on hold simply because I've been busy with Coliseum and everything else. So now back in Ulduar, so far we are starting to attempt in our guild the 4 towers up. This is 3 towers up. This was a while back. I don't know the actual date. It might have been a month or so ago. And we got 3 towers. We left Freya's tower up. If you notice in the bottom left-hand corner there, got some nice achievement spam. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see it. One thing I really like, and I've said this countless times, is when you have so many people getting achievement spam, you know that it's everybody's first time. It's not like you're walking into a group that's done it 35 times. So that's what's dropped. I did one time get this sword, a little bit of a gear update off of Flame Leviathan. And you didn't have to do it in hard mode, I believe, to get it. It's just it finally dropped for me. And a while back, we did do Vezex. I remember I left one video hanging saying, I'll let you know when we down them. Now, only in 10 man so far. So what you're watching here is actually almost like a tradition now in this hallway, right before Hodir. And this is Miranda's way of pulling. He loves pulling like all 3... 4 stacks of worms. Of course, this is a Skinner's dream come true. So everybody make sure they loots up. And if you took a look at that DPS, you might want to rewind it. Pretty epic. Of course, a horde attack Stormwind every once in a while. Going to share that with you for all you diehard PvPs. You know I don't PvP pretty well ever unless it's actually in world content. I've been noticing horde have been stalking me a little bit more than usual lately, which is quite interesting. Good luck. And here, basically, I wasn't ready. Sometimes I throw my horseman's helm on because I like to laugh when I'm in Stormwind, and I had my Skullflame shield on, so I could say, "Hey, look at me! I got my Skullflame shield on. I'm on Stormwind." So I'm dead. Horde's still attacking. Guy reses me. Take a look at my health at the top left-hand corner, and I run away and hide, scared. Actually, not really scared. What I'm doing is I'm buffing, putting on the proper equipment, making sure this time I go in prepared. So now I got my real helmet on, my real shield. I have updated that shield twice. I'll show you that in my next gear update. I'm going to do a little bit at a time, so it's just not all gear. So I get to go back and help finish them off. I'm getting a few heals here, which is kind of nice. I'm a prot pally, so I'm not doing much damage other than my consecration and a few of my things. Like I've said before, prot pallies don't do a lot of damage. We're almost like the catalyst, which makes things happen. I've compared it before to 2 people beating each other with wet mops. So a lot of you have voted on how much gold do you think you've made from the videos and my blog. Now, some videos I do on gold and some I do on other things, but even the 0 gold, the 1 to 100 gold, or all the way up to 100,000 plus gold, vote so at least I know. There's only 1 day left. This is 2 days left, but if you go to my wowhobbs.blogspot.com, there's only 1 day left. So don't vote twice, please. Go take a look and see. You can see, how the stats are doing, but don't vote twice because I want it to be accurate. So I'm creating the Jeeves. It dropped off XT, and it actually motivated me to get my engineering up to 450. It was a very hard one to get, guys. Like, it was probably one of the hardest things in engineering I've made in a long time, but definitely well worth it. And of course, now there's an auction house in Dalaran for us engineers, high level. We can actually don't have to leave there. In fact, now with engineering and with my Tundra mount, I can get my drinks, my repairs. I can repair through Jeeves, but I can also check my deposit box as well. and see all my junk. If only I had room to, store some of the stuff on me. Kind of like a pack rat. I got so much stuff in there, guys. It's unbelievable. So I can almost have like my own island. I could call it Island of Hobbs, because I can check my bank, I can check my mail, and, send off whatever I need to. The only thing I can't do is auction on this Isle of Hobbs. So maybe I'll work on that. Population 1. Oops, population 2. Well, in my last video, which was like 2 days ago, I mentioned that I missed out on the 25-man twins Val'kyr fight. I ended up having an opportunity to do it in 10-man. Had no clue what to do. They said, stand here, tank this, click on that. I'm going to do a full, and they got these orbs floating around, light and dark, and I'm tanking the dark, and there was one point where there was this vortex, and I had to click, and I didn't, but I still lived through it. So when I know more about this fight, guys, I'll share it. And, I like to go through this game sometimes just going in and playing the game without having to read it all first. Like, it's a game. It's kind of like getting a puzzle and having it all put together. I'd rather try the puzzle a few times. If it's way too hard, then I'll go and read up on it or, whatever. Now, unfortunately, this gun dropped and nobody could use it, so it got disenchanted. Well, for all my regular viewers, my last video was only a couple days ago, so click here if you missed it. And, of course, on this video, it was a little bit of everything. I've got lots more I want to catch up on. I said that right now is catch-up time, guys, so that I can start featuring more recent events. Rate this, comment on it, do whatever. If you see your first video, subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you don't subscribe. Thanks again, guys, for watching The Hobbs Way of Pulling. Until next time.